what a pickup. What an absolute pickup for the Los Angeles Lakers. And my favorite part about this is that every single person at the time knew that Dalton Knecht to the LA Lakers was the steal of the draft. Like, when he just kept falling, no one could understand why. Like, we were all there. We can't talk about this revisionist history. There was talk of him going as high as 5. There was genuinely talk of him going as high as 5 in the draft. And he just fell. This was like Cam Whitmore. Except, Cam Whitmore, I'll say it, at 20, you'd still take him above 20 in a redraft, but still. What Dalton Knecht is doing, he is doing exactly what was expected of him coming into the NBA. And the man is a bucket. The man's an absolute bucket. And first of all, I'm not going to say he's a steal of the draft, because one pick ahead of him was Jared McCain. And you might be saying, oh, but like, or the Sixers are our worst team. It's like, well, I mean, like, McCain's probably been better as a rookie. But if you're looking at the way that Dalton Knecht has been playing right here, like, the guy can go nuclear hot. And that's the thing when it comes to someone like Knecht, where it's like, he is one of those shooters. Like, we all know them, where it's like, once they start making a shot, it's GG's. It's game over. Like, up 13, the ball swung to him. Cody Williams, like, what? First of all, what is that help? Like, you don't help one pass away, especially on a guy that can light it up like Dalton Knecht can. That's just bad defense by Cody Williams. It's bad rookie on rookie defense. Did he do it again? Why is he just helping one step away? Like, as great as this is from Dalton Knecht, this is a laughably bad defense by Cody Williams. Like, he just keeps over helping off him to guard D'Lo, who's not going to drive. Like, where is Cody Williams standing? Where is he standing? Like, what is that? Like, oh, why do you need help from there? This is blurry. It looks like Walker Kessler. On this cut, Walker Kessler's there. So it's not your job to cover this cut, because he's just hit 2 3-pointers in a row. And in fairness, he recovered. That's not bad defense. It's just a good shot. And it's just a good shot. I have to give him that. That's just a good shot. But Cody Williams looked lost. Has looked lost. And now Cody Williams isn't guarding him anymore. I'm one. Oh, no. No, not an and one. But, it's just on Jordan Clarkson. Like, he is one of those guys that it's like, you're going to watch him. He's a microwave. He's going to be a microwave. Like, he's not going to do this every game, but, like, he is an absolute microwave. The one thing is, like, it's always going to be an interesting one with the likes of Knecht, where it's like, Dalton Knecht, if you look at age, he is 23 years old. He'll be 24 at the end of the season. Whereas if you look at Jared McCain, he's 20 years old. So, like, Knecht is 3 years older than McCain. And, like, I'm just trying to think, Dalton Knecht is born in April 2001. If I'm not mistaken, he is 4 months older than LaMelo Ball. So it's not like it's this... I know he's a rookie, but he's also older than LaMelo Ball, who was drafted 4 years before him. So it's not, again, it's not like this is unheard of for a 23-year-old. But he's a really good NBA player. And you're going to be getting an absolute sniper with him for a while. Like, he's going to have a long career. He's going to be one of the better rookies in this class, I think. But it's funny when it comes to this class is everyone was right. I think every single person was right when they said with this class, it was like, it is such a bad draft class to top, but the depth is incredible. Like, if you want to look at the 2024 NBA draft. So if you guys look at most drafts don't have that many guys that are, like, in the league for an incredibly long amount of time. But if you look at this year's draft, you've got Ricochet, who is going to be a very solid player. Alex Sarr, who at worst case scenario is going to have a decent career. I think Reece Shepard's going to be good. Stephon Castle is already good. Ron Holland, if he figures out the shooting, he'll be good. Salone, he was like the youngest player in the draft. He's a project. We know that. So there's no point talking about him too soon. I think Dillingham will be okay. Klingon will be fine when he starts playing. Edie's been decent. Cody Williams, Matas isn't playing much. Injured. But Bob Carrington, good. I think Kalel Ware is going to come good for the Miami. McCain, incredible. Connect, incredible. De Silva's doing well. Misi's doing well. Deron Holmes will be interesting to see how he comes back with the ACL tear. AJ Johnson project. Keyshawn George, again, has been okay for Washington, I guess. Daddy A's been decent for New York. Terrence Shannon Jr. hasn't really played. Ryan Dunn's been great. And then even if you're looking at this round, like Jalen Wells has been very solid. I don't think Tyler Kolek has been the worst. I actually don't think he's been the worst anytime he's had to play for the Knicks, especially for a second round pick. And then there's guys like Jurisic is injured. We've got a lot of there are an awful lot of players where you're like, okay, fair enough. Like this is going to be a deep draft. Again, I don't think there's going to be any superstars in this draft, but I think it's going to be a deep draft. And like even if you're looking second round, like I think Juan Nunez has been pretty good for Barcelona. Like he started 5 EuroLeague games for them. I think for someone like I can't remember what team had Juan Nunez, but like the Spurs have him. He's somebody that could be a really solid point guard for them off the bench soon enough, depending on what his contract is like with Barcelona. So this year's draft is going to be really deep. But Dalton Knecht is obviously he's playing with the Lakers, and it's always an interesting one to see how these players play with LeBron. Like there are some players that strive under the bright lights, and there's other players that like really struggle under the bright lights. And it's clear that Dalton Knecht is one of those guys that it doesn't matter. Like he'll play with LeBron, he's going to just make all the shots. He's going to make the shots, and he's going to continue to shoot the ball with confidence. And like we saw that in college last year. He is a bucket. Like I think a lot of people thought he was going to score at the NBA level, but to drop 37 in an NBA game as a rookie, it's impressive. But like again, there was a lot of guys that were putting up big numbers. I put up big numbers in games this year. Jared McCain has, Risa Shea has. I think Sarr's had a couple of decent games. Obviously now Dalton Knecht is playing really well. So look, I'm a little bit higher on the likes of on this draft class, and I'm very high on someone like Knecht, especially because look, Knecht averaged 8.9 points per game in his like official junior year. He averaged 8.9 points per game for Northern Colorado in his junior season. In his true senior season, he averaged 20.2, which is incredible, and then averaged 21.7 in his fifth year. So like if it wasn't even for the COVID rule, he wouldn't have. There was no chance he was going to be drafted. Became a first-team All-American, and then is balling out in the NBA. Like someone we thought was going to go 5, falling to 17, and he's playing like in a redraft. Like if you're asking me for a redraft, I'm probably going McCain 1. I still would probably take Risa Shea. Actually, no, for the Hawks, I'm still probably taking Risa Shea 1. I would go McCain somewhere in the top 3. I'd probably go, even if the Wizards want big, I would have trade down if I were them. But I'd use like the 14 pick they have. I'd use that on like a Kalel Ware, but I would take a McCain or a Reed Shepherd 2. The one or the other 3, I'd still take Castle 4. I would probably, if I was Detroit, I would have taken him at 5. Him at 5 to Detroit would have been the perfect pick. Because of how well the Detroit Pistons are playing, he would have been the perfect player to have beside Cade. But you know what? The Lakers looked out, and they got one of the right now probably top 3 favorites for Rookie of the Year at the 17th pick.